Welcome back. You are watching Morning Live. Abongile Mangala is an MC, voiceover artist, radio personality, motivational speaker, and now author of a book titled VOWS Broken Too Soon, dedicated to his parents, Toli and Ntombizini. The book carefully narrates his heartbreaking journey that's really full of pain, loss, grief, and most importantly, love. Abongile is in studio with us to shed more light on the content and context of his book. It's great to have you here on the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, Pearl.
Let's talk about why you decided to take your own story and narrate it in a book and really allow such a huge audience into what you've experienced on your personal journey.
It's coming from a background that has inspiration, Pearl. It's coming from a background of struggles and pain and difficulties. And then I got to a point of saying, why not share my story to inspire other young people who could be going through the same thing that I went through as when I was growing up as a kid, and even older people who have experienced what I experienced through my journey of getting married and all that.
And including in your book is just the journey of you having been married, and you talk about how that really affected you and how that took you on an emotional journey. Talk us through that, and what advice do you have for people who are young like you, who are embarking on marriages, you know, involving another person and taking a life journey together?
My experience, Pearl, was that the journey of marriage is that it involves a lot within your own life, within your background, where you come from. You get to a point where you need to discover yourself first.
Yes.
You need to go through your own journey of understanding yourself, because everything that we go through affects us emotionally. So I needed to go through that journey first before getting married. I needed to understand Abongile more than anyone else. I needed to know who am I, what battles do I still need to deal with before getting married. That is why I felt I needed to talk about this and give information to other young people out there to say, guys, be careful before you take the step.
And let's talk about the vows that you not only made to yourself, but to other people. Where did that all come from?
It's the journey of everyone that I've encountered in my life. It's as the book explains itself, it's constant vows broken too soon. It's not only about Abongile, but it's constant vow. Everything that breaks prematurely, every relationship that would have better fruits, that would have great fruits in future, everything that breaks prematurely. The book is about that journey. Every pain that I experienced, everything that I felt like I would have done better if you gave me a better chance, but I couldn't get there.
Abongile, I feel like you're so transparent and so candid in how you just share your story with us. I mean, did you grapple or struggle with some parts where you felt like, oh, maybe I shouldn't share this, it's too personal, or it's too painful, or no, I can't open up about this? Did you feel that at all?
Tell you what, Pearl, there were times where I felt, okay, no, let's not share this.
Yeah,
one.
This is taking it too far.
this is taking it too far. But then I had to look at the other side of it to say, if I can go that extreme with sharing my story, imagine what it will do to someone else when they get to read it and realize that as bad as this is, but I can still go through it. If someone can just make sure, let it be known to the whole world, then why not share it? So that's the inspiration I got. I knew it was going to be difficult for me, but I looked at it in the angle that says, but the inspiration after you've shared your story.
And a great spin-off has been your one-man show, where you speak about pain. Talk to us about how that came about and how it's been received, most importantly, because I know a lot of people, we like to present to the world that we're fine, that we're strong, that things are going well in our lives, and yet we struggle with our pain in isolation. What has been the response from people?
The beauty about my One Made of Pain one-man show is that it's the most honest environment. This is why people receive it so well, because I've been touring the country from Tata to Cape Town. I'm doing PE on the 29th of February. So it's the only place where I get to share my pain with people. Let people understand that there's nothing wrong with going through a tough time. There's nothing wrong with suffering. You've got to go through these things, and you need to understand that it comes and goes. You know, as they say, tough times never last, but tough people do.
Absolutely. You're also a motivational speaker, and I want to find out from you, what sort of message are you constantly trying to drive to people? What is at the core of your delivery when you try and inspire people to be better versions of themselves?
Well, where I come from a struggling background. I come from a background that made me lose self-esteem. And the day I found myself was the day I managed to do a lot of things that made me a better person. So my journey is simple, is to make sure that everyone finds themselves.
Yeah.
And when you find yourself, then you can be great in life.
Yeah, and that you're not defined by what you have, what you don't
your
have.
Your background, your pain, what you can't afford, what you can't do. My journey is to say, find yourself, understand yourself beyond your circumstances. That's my journey. Self-esteem is everything for me.
Yeah. So what's next? Hey, Abongile, you've got it all. You do it all. What's next on the cards?
I'm busy now with the tour on the 29th of February 2020. Where I'm doing my one-man show in PE. Then we're doing Tata on the 30th of May. We're doing PE. We're doing Durban.
Yes.
So I'm busy with that, and then I'm busy with my second book.
Already?
Yes, working on the second book. It's an amazing concept. It's titled When the Storm is Over.
Woo. When the storm is over of writing that book, you must come back and tell us about it. Okay?
I'm going to come back,
Thank you
definitely.
so much. You're such
Thank you so
a pleasure
much,
to have on the show. It's been great chatting to you. Abongile, that's he's a motivational speaker and author. He was our guest here on the show this morning, helping us unpack his inspirational read titled VOWS Broken Too Soon. He is busy with his next read, already on it. But before then, you can catch him speaking at different events. And of course, for information on that, you can follow him on his various social media platforms. He is on Twitter, right?
Yes.
Indeed. All right. That's where we'll leave it for the moment. We take a quick break. Do stay with us here on Morning Live.